Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Crypto Jay from the Bitcoin Academy, and just wanted to welcome you guys to another one of our educational videos. We have a private community at cryptoj.net. Please check us out. I think you'll like what you see there. Everything we have is on heavy discount this month, so hope you guys will come over and check us out. I've been doing this for 21 years full time. And in addition to that, I've been into crypto for 7 years. So we've helped a lot of folks around the world, and we're looking to help you as well. If you enjoy this short educational video today, please subscribe and like so other people can find our channel along the line in YouTube. Thanks so much, and welcome to our channel.
This is going to be take two. I tried to make this video yesterday morning with technical difficulties and had to come back to it and redo it today. So anyway, it's interesting to watch how things played out even overnight that I talked about in the first video, but let's get into it here, guys. We're gonna, this video is going to go out to the entire community of crypto, not just our private community that has been with us now for 6-7 years, but it is going to go out to the entire community. From time to time, I am going to make a video that goes out to everyone, but if you want the day-to-day, if you want to know our portfolio, if you want to know our entries, if you want to know our exits, you're going to need to join our private community. It's one of the most inexpensive subscriptions you can have for basically what you get. I've got about 2,200 educational videos, but more than that, I think the stickability in our program has to do a lot with the fact that people can actually learn from a 21-year veteran trader all that I've learned, the good and the bad, for 21 years, 22 years now actually. And while you're learning, you can make money, because everything I buy and everything I sell, I put it out there to our private community real time. You usually tell everybody about it before it happens, and sometimes even give them an opportunity to make their purchases, and then I come in after the team. So anyway, this is going out to everyone. I hope you guys enjoy this today. This is just a little drill down on Bitcoin. I am not going to give the YouTube community all of our targets, all of our plan for entry and exit, everything that we've been planning during the entire bear market. I'm not going to give you those, but you'll get a nice little rundown on what we do within our community. So guys, we're looking at the monthly chart here. That is the granddaddy of all charts. You will notice that we've got a nice wave structure here. And this does not show you the entire chart of Bitcoin, but even without the entire chart, we can still plot the waves, no problem. The big move in 2017 was wave 3, wave 4, and I believe, as the leader of the community, I believe that we are finishing a wave 5 that goes how high? Who knows? I have my projections. We'll see if they come out to be correct. I also have my projections for the last move from here to here, and we got it exactly spot on. We got it exactly spot on. In fact, when Bitcoin was around 8,000, even 6,000, I was talking to our private community about the fact that when we start to go higher, Bitcoin is going to go to the 60 to 64,000 level. That's exactly what it did. We were talking about that when Bitcoin, was still $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. So we'll see how high it goes to get to my projections. But for now, we're just going to plot the screen. Don't take into account the number over here, because I'm not going to put it at the number that we believe it's headed to. So anyway, on this monthly chart, we have a good 5-wave move that looks like it wants to continue and finish that 5th wave. In the 5th wave, I just happen to believe that this was 1, this was 2, that was 3. This is a complex 4 that did not overlap wave 1 and is going to head up here and finish at wave 5. And then there's a lot to take place after that. And in addition to that, I would also say to you that right down here, the number of months that Bitcoin has trended for the first time in 13, 14 years below the 50 moving average is very, very significant. It has a very, very strong significance for what is to come in the future. This is something I've seen over 21, 22 years that I've never seen it not play out. So it's going to be very significant. I've done videos about that within our private community. Come check it out. By the way, you can get to our private community at CryptoJ, that's CryptoJ.net. I'm sure there'll be a link for it below this video. You can get to our private community. And in the month of June, I think we have our service discounted 40% so that you can come and try it. It's only for new people. The 40% savings is only for new people. So come check us out. All right, so on this monthly chart, we had this, let's actually make this a bit bigger for you guys to see. And we'll drill into the current months here. This monthly candle was massive. And when this monthly candle happened, right before, when we were down in here, we were beginning to buy an awful lot of altcoins. We were loading up on Cardano. My belief is to buy the bottom 20% of the chart and to sell the top 20%, or as close to the top as you can get. We've done a tremendous job at that through 2 bull markets. We have many multi-millionaires in crypto today that have been following us through the trades and learning to be able to do it on their own one day when I am not around. So we were beginning down here on Bitcoin to buy a lot of our altcoin positions, HBAR, Cardano, Theta, T-Fuel, all of the good stuff, okay? This candle, when it ended, is a massive bullish candle for a monthly chart. Very massive. It actually engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 candles in one candle. Okay, so at that point, I kind of said to folks, hey, I think this is done going down. Nobody knows. I didn't say I know. I said, I think this is done going down. The chart is showing me so. And so away we went, and we've been buying ever since. But again, we were buying down in here. It's where we were really collecting our big positions. Over here, when Bitcoin came down, we had a few other things we purchased that we had not ever purchased before. And so now we're getting a nice big green candle. But here's what I want to point out to you. This trend has been in place for the entire time of Bitcoin. It has been riding the 50 moving average on the monthly, the granddaddy of all charts. Here, when you got your first hint of a moving average, then it comes back to ride the moving average up again. Then it comes back during COVID here. This is the COVID Black Swan financial event where it spikes down through the 50. And then it goes to a new all-time high and comes down and actually trends below the 50, which I told you before has a huge significance, but that's something you'll have to tune in for. So now what's next? What's next is in this 5th wave, we'll put it out. I actually think it could go into 2025, but I also have a feeling that 2024 will handle it all. I'm actually labeling this video today, Bitcoin has hit its bottom for 2023. Now again, barring any event like this right here, what we had over here, which was the big COVID scare and COVID's here and blah, 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 barring any of that, you know, I think we're up and away from here. I don't think we come down any lower than this year. I know a lot of people are saying the markets are crashing, everything's going to go down, yet it's going up. I didn't say that. I've been telling people for the better part of 6 months that I think that the S&P, the stock market, crypto, all of it makes a new all-time high, maybe even this year, maybe even in 2023. So I have not been on that train that it's all going down, and I'm not on that train now. So anyway, and guess what? The markets are melting up and Bitcoin is too. So barring any event like this, I think that Bitcoin is done going down for 2023. And if we go from the monthly chart to the weekly, if we can get our charts to change here, there we go. I think what's about to take place is we already have on this weekly chart a 1, a 2. I would potentially put this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there with a pullback. And this first move, in fact, let me blow it up. I know you guys can't see that. I apologize. Let me blow this up so you guys can see it. It's on a massive screen on my desk, so I'm sorry. I have to think like I'm you guys. If we look here, there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So it's possible that that is one of actually 5. We're talking about the 5th wave here. See right here, wave number 5. So we're talking about the 5th wave. It's also, I'm going to show you guys this 2 ways. It's possible, the way this charged out of here, see this big long candle? It's possible that that was 1 of 3. This is 2 of 3. And right now we are in 3 of 3. I have a feeling of how high it's going to go, but I'm just going to say, I'm just going to put the number right there. Okay. Wherever I drop these little lines, don't take that as the gospel. That's where it's going. Okay. Because I'm not telling you guys, our private community is the only ones that gets that information. I'm here to teach you guys a little something. I believe this is one way where it's done a 5-wave pattern here, a pullback, which would be 1 and 2, and now it's starting wave 3. Wave 3 will also have, and let's see, in this scenario, if that's 1, this is 3, it will also have 5 waves in it. It will have waves that go like this, called subwaves, okay, that equal wave 3. So right now, we're probably in wave 3. I'm going to show it to you one other way. Let me get rid of that one. And we'll move this one out. Okay, just so you guys can see. There is also a possibility that this was 1 here, this was 2, and this right here, this whole thing, that was 3, this is 4, and that is 5. And we're pulling back now, and this right here will end up being 1 of 3. Okay. But either way, it doesn't matter. We're going to find out. Our targets don't change. What we're expecting doesn't change. It might change the time frame. That's about it. And if anything, guys, you know, one of the things I've said for the past 6 months is I actually thought we were going to reach some of our targets by about the May, June timeframe. But when I saw that not happening, I basically said, guys, it's a very good possibility that, well, nobody's expecting it. Everybody's expecting that we had this move up here that was, you know, let's call it 100% move roughly, 15.6 to about 31. So everybody was expecting sell in May and go away. Well, when I saw it not getting its target done by late April into May and then into June, I said, wait a minute, this might be a everybody goes away in May and the price goes up through the summer. And it looks like that's what we're getting. Looks like that's what we're getting right now. Also, I won't go into the significance of these moving averages, but right now on a weekly chart, Bitcoin is doing absolutely a beautiful job at showing its trend. No matter what the rest of the world says, no matter what they say about the economy, no matter what they say about Biden, I do not care. The chart rules. All right, so let's drill down on this one more level here. If I can just get my chart changed. daily. Swap that over. Okay. Guys, what we have, again, if you're looking at the daily here, this is what I was just drawing out for you. Show it to you on the daily. From here, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Or this was 5, this was 4, and this was 3. I actually lean toward this, and the only reason that I think that it's possible to be the other way, and again, you don't ever know till this plays out. That's why it's called Elliott wave theory. Okay. The only reason that I say that was possibly 1 and this is possibly 1 of 3 is because of the amount of momentum that was in this move right here. Now, again, it's going to have to play out for us to see, and we're going to see that. We're going to see that in pretty short order. I mean, this has covered a lot of ground in 5 days now. So we're going to see it, and we will know. But let's get on to what I want to show you on the daily here. Let's actually, you know what? We'll do 2 chart patterns, and then what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to go on to make another video over the next day or 2 for our private community, and I'm going to cover Ethereum in that video. I'm going to go back through our targets on Bitcoin, and then I'm going to cover some of our altcoins as well. And I'll probably save our altcoins for our live stream. We do a live stream every Thursday morning together. We've been doing that for, I don't know, 3-4 years now. And everybody gets to come and ask their questions for a couple of hours. So this is our bull flag right here. And I would nudge this in just a hair, and I would pull this in just a hair. So we get the maximum amount of touches there. When I was showing you a minute ago that the probability was that is our wave count right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When that ended, I did a couple of different videos talking to the folks about completing an ABC. And one thing I've learned about Bitcoin is Bitcoin typically will give you an ABC like that, and then it'll give you an even bigger ABC. And Bitcoin moves so fast that it can be a real kind of head turner, okay? So in reality, what I started to draw out, once we went to here and stalled, I said, okay, guys, I'm of the belief now we're going to get a bigger ABC. And I started putting a target price of about 24.4 on Bitcoin. Bitcoin went down to 24.7, and then it turned. It did the exact same thing that happened when it was breaking out of the inverted head and shoulders. The right side head, which is actually right here, this right here would be the right shoulder, excuse me, not the right side head. This is the head. The right side shoulder was very, very short and had a lot of momentum in it, which told me that the sentiment in the market is really unbelievably bullish, no matter what the world is telling you. The world tells you one thing on the idiot box, and then you have to know what to do and be able to pay attention to do the right thing, okay? But you have to know that's what's going on. After 21 years, I know that's what's going on. In the beginning, I didn't know any of that. I was as lost as a biddy in high weeds, but that was 22 years ago, not today. And I've been full-time trading in crypto really since we started, because in the first 6 months of crypto, we made many millions of dollars right off the bat, okay? And I had made millions in my lifetime, but never that many and never that fast. Okay, so it changed my life forever, and it has for a lot of folks we've been working with. So what we're seeing here reminds me a lot of what we saw in this right inverted shoulder. Okay, it's picking up a lot of steam, and it's picking it up fast. We've covered a lot of ground here in 1 week. So what I told people was, when I saw this failing, is I said, okay, this is going to be a bigger ABC. There is your ABC. A down, okay, and then you had you had an A down, a B over, and a C down. And in that pattern, you had ABCs in the pattern. I'll show you that. You had an A, B, C. You had from there an A, B, C. And from there, you had an A, B, C. And C had 5 legs in it. We counted those legs down. C always has 5 legs in it, okay? So anyway, we were expecting now for at least a month of, for at least a month, maybe a month and a week, we were expecting to see Bitcoin pull into the 24s. And I told people, when it does that, that is your opportunity. In fact, on this big, huge red day down here, we bought our second position on a brand new coin that we've never bought before, because Bitcoin gave us that opportunity. And by the way, that coin is up significant today, the one that we bought. It was our second position. We don't buy all at one time. We scale into our positions and we buy lows. We don't buy breakouts. Okay. If you find, we are not traders, we are investors. If you find the best investors on the planet, they do not wait to buy a breakout. They don't necessarily always buy the bottom either. They try to buy in the bottom percentage of the chart and they try to sell in the top percentage, or a lot of the investors just hold it forever. Okay. I have learned not to hold cryptocurrency forever. I have watched my portfolio go from $150 million. I've watched it go all the way down 85%. Okay, so I've watched that cycle a couple times. Each time I take more and more profit, more and more profit. This next move, guys, it's going to be important to know how much profit to take. Believe me when I tell you, some very significant things are coming for Bitcoin, crypto, and all the space. So that being said, from here, where do we go now? Okay, where do we go now? And again, I'm not going to give you our targets, but I'm going to talk to you about what I think is going to happen next in Bitcoin. And while we're switching back to the weekly, I am going to change and remove all the drawing. I'm going to put in one chart pattern for you. Maybe I'll put in two. I'll put in two. This was our breakout that headed into the 2021-2022 rally. And I would actually probably put that there and bring this up like that. Okay. This was our chart pattern that we broke, came back and tested. We can probably take this just a hair higher like that. So it broke it right here, came back and tested, and away it went. You see anything familiar over here? Breaking out, testing, and then away you went, okay? Now let's put the chart pattern in. While this one over here was a symmetrical triangle, this one over here was a descending wedge. We'll draw that out just a little bit further. Okay, this one was a descending wedge, also bullish, by the way, in an uptrend. As I showed you from the monthly chart, we're in an uptrend. We've been in an uptrend for 14 years. It doesn't matter about the corrective times or the bear market. We've been in an uptrend. When you're in an uptrend and it's low, buy it. So from this breakout, what do we see? Again, without targets, I'm going to show you what I see taking place here. I see this last fifth wave being put in, and again, we're going to just put the numbers up here. We're not putting anything special as far as how high we think it's going, or when, by the way, or how much profit we're going to take. But in our community, you will know all those things. This is what we think is taking place. So when I labeled this video, I think the bottom, in fact, I'm pretty confident that the bottom for 2023 is in. When I did that, along with that comes another statement, and this is the statement. I think for the next 18 months, maybe longer, could be 24 months, Bitcoin still takes me to school all the time. But for the next 18 to 24 months, I think Bitcoin will just be going up. And in going up, it will complete this pattern right here. Again, if I knew every little detail, it wouldn't be as hard as it is, and everybody in the world would be in it. Okay? It's not easy. Trading is not easy. Investing is not easy. Understanding the time of everything is not easy. So that being said, I believe the next 18 to 24 months is up for Bitcoin, and I want to make a real good distinction here. I did not say straight up. Obviously, if it's going to take 18 to 24 months, it's not going to be straight up. If you look at this move here, that started from here, and actually really started from here, okay? This up and back down and back up to here and here took a number of months. Let's take a look at that. In fact, let's start it from the COVID low over to here. That was 87 bars, okay? 52 is a week. That was 18 months from here to here. Now, again, I'm saying 18 months. Let me put it in here from right here. And I'm just giving Bitcoin the benefit of the doubt. 18 months is going to be all the way out to the end of 2024. Right there. So to create this pattern, 18 months. And actually where I think it will be longest is this leg here. When this move is over, this leg right here could take as much as 8 months. You could see this little next piece we're seeing right here. You could see that very quickly. I mean, look at how fast this happened. Just right here when it broke out and went to this high, that was 23 bars. So the next 4 to 6, 8 months, you could see this entire move. Then you've got this long leg of waiting and then probably another pop. And I would say that that long leg of waiting will probably come back and touch these highs from wherever we reach in wave 3. So it's going to be a big fall. Everybody's going to be telling you Bitcoin's dead. They're going to tell you the run is over. They're going to say the next 3-year bull market is here. And in reality, it'll still have one last leg to go. And if it were to do that, say pull back to the 64 and then go to that leg, people will be taken by surprise in a big way. Okay. So anyway, guys, that's kind of how we see Bitcoin. That's how I see Bitcoin as the leader of the Binge team. By the way, the Binge team is big income, no job. We have a lot of people on the Binge team now after 7 years. And, you know, we're not the loudest voice out there. We're not trying to be the biggest YouTube channel. We are trying to make a positive impact on multiple thousands of people's lives that will last a lifetime, not just a week or a day or, ooh, I made $10,000. We want to make a positive impact that goes on out and has a lasting impact for generations to come. So come join us. We're having some fun. CryptoJ.net will take you to our site, and it will take you to the site in a way where you experience a 40% off if you're a brand new person, and you can come in and check things out. So we look forward to having you, and to all the Binge teamers and to all of the primary private community over today and tomorrow. Probably I'll save some of this for the live stream. I'm going to go ahead and cover Ethereum for you guys, and then maybe we'll get into, you know, some of our other altcoins as we come into the live stream. I'll do maybe an hour worth of charting with you. So anyway, guys, have a great week. I am having a fantastic week. This you will be able, I believe, you'll be able to mark this down as a very significant week in the world of crypto. And let's just see how it plays out, guys. Everyone have a wonderful day. 2023 is your year. Make it your year, guys.